Hello， 今天呢要带大家来认识我的语言学校 SEDA。我要录影的时候天气就很好，这样是不是会误导大家以为这里天气都这么好？其实并没有，爱尔兰的天气很阴晴不定，气象预报也当参考就好。首先一走进来是 reception， 学校许多课后活动或是与旅行社合作的 tour 都在这边报名。如果有任何的问题，也都可以来这边询问。右转进去是学生的休息室。进来之后，左手边是小吃部，有卖饮料、三明治、糖果、饼干，还有巴西小点心。也有微波区，让同学加热自己的午餐。右手边有3个区块。电脑区除了电脑，也有印表机让同学付费使用。用餐区午餐时间就会很多人，还有沙发休息区可以睡午觉发懒。来去教室准备上课啦。SEDA 有28间教室，分布在3个楼层。这里的1楼称为 ground floor。我第一次在这边找厕所，依指标走到2楼找不到，原来他们的2楼是指3楼。学校有非常多样的课后课程与活动，都会张贴在这边。这里就是我的教室啦。课程的部分呢，分为早上跟下午。那你可以选择说只要上早上，或者是下午，或者是2个都上。那我是只有上早上的话是9点到中午的12点10分，分为2堂课。第一堂课呢会使用指定的教材，那我们的老师呢，他每天都会用聊天来开启课程，问我们说今天过得如何，有没有发生什么事，让我们可以练习口说去阐述自己的故事。那在聊天的过程，他也会教我们很多用词或者是俚语。这个老师他真的非常的有趣，我跟我同学都觉得他根本是个喜剧，根本是个喜剧演员。让你们看一下上课的片段。
A wingman is like, on a plane, if you're the main fighter pilot, you have 2 people on each wing to protect you. Like, no, they're not standing on the wing. They are in other planes on one side of you and another side. You're like, and then they cover you. So basically a wingman is when you're out chatting someone up and your friend comes over and goes like, yeah, this is Lucky, he's fantastic. You're just meant to be their friend and you make them look like they have friends, and like you laugh at what they say. He's very funny. Okay.
第2堂课老师会准备教材，会教文法、写作、阅读等等。一般听到的时候就想说一定很无聊，但完全不会，因为这个老师呢，他会用非常活泼的方式来教。例如小游戏，像这个呢是猜字游戏，我们要解释这个字给老师猜，或者是宾果游戏，白板上呢有各种字首跟字尾，那每一组就轮流上去写，连成一条线的就得分，或者是拼字游戏，你把你手上的字母拼在一起，直列跟横列都必须要是单字，老师就用各种有趣的方式来教学，不仅让我们玩得非常开心，也学到非常多的东西。再来带你们认识一下我的老师跟同学。
你好 my name is Baron McCormick. I'm an English language teacher in Dublin.
My name's Ian. I'm a teacher here at SEDA College. I'm 33. I'm from Cork, which is the second biggest city in Ireland. I've been teaching in SEDA for 4 years. And before that, I taught in South Korea. I was teaching elementary school, like little kids in South Korea. But now I teach adults.
I've been teaching this school since March 2013. So that's 6 years, is it? Yeah. So. I suppose if you talk about language, I like to teach vocabulary. That's my favorite. I like words, and I like to see students, gaining more language, more vocabulary. So in terms of what I like about the job, I like working with people, even though it can be exhausting. But if you have a good class, it's very energizing. When the class gets on with each other and they like each other, that's probably my favorite part of the job. So.
I like teaching adults more than children because I can have a conversation about anything with my students. Like I can talk about my weekend and talk about going to the pub or having fun, which I cannot talk to children about. It's not appropriate. I play a lot of games in class. I like bringing in games, a lot of quizzes, and I like when the students ask me questions rather than me asking them questions. Some students are nightmares, but I have never had a nightmare Taiwanese student. Never. Like some are really good at English, some are bad at English, but they always try. They're always friendly and polite. They're never nightmares.
Taiwanese students, in terms of personality, I find Taiwanese similar to other Asians that are a bit quieter than the other students here from Brazil and Mexico. Well, some of them tend to be kind of maybe higher level for some reason than other Asians. I don't know if that's because your education system, but often I seem to find them in the higher levels, rather than lower levels. Asian students, what is difficult for them is more kind of like speaking. So it's to try and get them speaking more to other students, and they tend to be better at grammar and maybe more like the studying side of things. And I think maybe Asians are shyer and more reserved, but also maybe the education system is more focused on grammar and things like that, being right and correct. But probably what is needed most is to speak more, and kind of, so that's a challenge for the teachers to try and get them to speak more. It can be just a cultural thing, so it can be difficult to stop people being shyer, because that's just the way they are. So.
I recommend try to read your country's news in English. If you're living in Ireland, you don't want to learn about Irish politicians and Irish celebrities. You want to learn about Taiwanese celebrities, Taiwanese news. So if you go online and search Taiwanese news or Taiwan news in English, there is a website there that will tell you your news in my language, and that will keep you interested. Also, join a library. There's a library 5 minutes from here, and make little notes of oh that's quite interesting, or that's an interesting expression, or that's a new idiom. Have a little notebook and just write that down, because that's the only way you'll remember it.
Well, my advice would be to get as much experience of what we call authentic English, which means not from books. You can get this from television, the internet, YouTube, so you get to hear the accent, because you'll find out that it's different. I think sometimes students think, if I watch something on Netflix in English, you're not studying because it's not a book, but it is actually. It's a great way to learn. And if you watch with English subtitles, so you're practicing your listening, but also you're practicing your reading, and you can see the words, so you remember the words, and obviously it's easier to understand. So that's my advice, is just to try and immerse yourself as much as possible in kind of authentic English. Prepare yourself for accents, and also there can be ways to learn about the culture. There's an Irish series called Love Hate, which is it's a crime drama, just to get more practice of sort of listening and understanding about not just the language but the culture as well, because I think coming from an Asian country to Europe, it must be like a culture shock. People are like just like, they don't know how to react, you know, so that's it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ruth. I'm 25 years old and I'm from Mexico. I will be studying here in Dublin for 6 months.
Okay.
And I have been here already 1 month and a half.
My name is Rita, I'm from Brazil. I'm 31 years old and I'm living here in Ireland since September of last year.
My favorite thing about Ireland is the people. People are really friendly and open. They like to know about other countries, other cultures, other languages. They always be interested and ask you questions.
Well, here is a place where you can meet a lot of people from a lot of different countries. Like, it's not only Irish people. There are a lot of different people here, and this is very good because you improve not only your English, but you improve your acknowledgement about other cultures. So this is very good. I think that was the reason I wanted to meet new people. Not only to study English, but I also wanted to meet new people to know more about other countries, you know, and have new experiences.
I came to Ireland to improve my English and to be able to obtain a certificate in English.
Well, I think they have to come like with a very open mind, you know, because to try everything new and to try to meet new places and new people, because there are a lot of new things to see here. Of course, learning too, because you're going to study and to learn a lot of new things, but about the places and the people also, because there are a lot of new things and new experience to have in this place. So be open-minded, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ida.
You're welcome.